Democracy is hypocrisy. Right. Now, if I'm wrong, put me in jail. Right. But if you can't prove that a democracy is not hypocrisy, then don't put your hands on me. Right. Democracy is hypocrisy. Right. If democracy means freedom, why are our people free? Right. If democracy means justice, why don't we have justice? Right. If democracy means equality, why don't we have equality?
Stuck in the world that we living in, can't believe in a reverend, no better than any other men. Locked up in a state pen, mass incarceration and the self-medication. To the media, to the love, to the hate that they be feeding you, to the ties that are binding us. It's time that we find in us some kind of truth in the lies. Little bit of time for the mind to rise to a heights far beyond, safe in a place where we belong, where the fix is on at the Pentagon. When one of them dies, the next is born, and that's a policy. You are now government property in a capitalist economy with a price tag and a barcode, bought and sold at an open market, targeted by the highest bidders. Citizens enter the system, listening to those who are leading them, deceiving them, making them believe that their place on this earth and their worth is defined by the kind of things they own. A situation showing no indication of ever changing, taking hold for generations.
I've seen how politics can be used to make us afraid of each other, and how we turn on each other. How fear can cloud our judgment. And suddenly we start scapegoating gay people or immigrants or people who don't look like us or Muslims because our own lives aren't going well. I know how hard change is. I also know this. That nothing in this country worthwhile has ever happened except somebody somewhere was willing to hope.
Autocratic minds propelling numerous decisions, vested with power to shape the future. And through the media, they claim to save the nation and public emotions by configuring a short-term goal to shut you up. If the proper propaganda propagates to your unconscious mind, then you'll be living a lie sooner than due time. In between time, keep awareness of politic crimes. I'ma try my best to stay away from Esau with my rhymes. I don't mean the prophet, you know who I'm talking about. Going against this motherfuckers is a dangerous route. Not risking my life from being taken away, but I'ma still be going out like when Ali was Cassius Clay. It's blood sport for the right to fight freedom and land. Using religion as a tool is what I never comprehend. Settling their differences by taking out on terrorists. Autocratic minds, that's where the real terror is at.
The destruction of the World Trade Center was not the work of terrorists, but was in fact perpetrated by the government. Why in the world would the US government want to stage this attack on their own soil?
Greed, of course, and to increase the oil revenues, the weapons industry, and security industry, and these are all things that Bush and puppet master Cheney that got their stakes in.
It's fucked up to realize when I'm at the pinnacle of my dead end, when all they self-proclaim God-sent moral custodians anchor my transcend. Pardon the way I vent, but here I stand. I'm from a saddest nation where politicians possess second agendas, their first priority. Puppeteers deep in disguise, controlling the media as their tools of propaganda, stifling your belief with trickery, hell-bent to buy your trust. These crooks are money lust. Their responsibilities are measured by their salary, not by the urge for the truth and just. We see character slaughtering is part of syllabus they taught in the academy, but what good is the knowledge if it's used to incite prejudice and divisive ideology? Hence the inherent bestial instinct intensifies the masses' repulsive barbaric savagery. In these dark ages where self-liberation proclamation is still a blasphemy, I don't need elections to determine my oppressor. I don't vote for any representative. Instead I devote my sovereign to serve the divine leader. Let my actions stay affirmative.
Why are people believing this? Well, it's the same people that told us Saddam Hussein had something to do with 9/11. Same people that told us Saddam Hussein had weapons of mass destruction. Same people that told us we were going to be able to use the oil for reconstruction money. Same people, same president that told us the Taliban is gone. Same president that told us that Poland is our ally 2 days before they pull out. Same president that tells us Iraq is going just great. Same president that tells us the economy is going just great. Same people that told us the tax cut was going to create millions of jobs. So please forgive us for not believing what you're saying. Not one thing about this war has been true. Not one thing.